What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the Transformers Age of the Primes, the 13 Micronus Prime. That's right. Deluxe class? Yeah, I guess. Micronus Prime is here, and he looks really interesting. A wacky little figure, for sure. Some really nice art here. I like it a lot, you know. There's a couple of different levels to this guy. He's a little guy that transforms, and then there's a bigger guy that transforms, and the little guy goes in the bigger guy, and yeah, it's definitely of interest. There's Micronus Prime there. This is very interesting. I got mine on Amazon, by the way. We're moving along on the 13, guys. Micronus Prime here. Well, you know, it definitely has piqued my interest, so without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here's Micronus Prime out of the package, and this is one of the more fun little Transformers I've had a chance to play around with in all my years, I gotta say. And that's a big statement, but I really like this. Now, what you're seeing here is not actually Micronus Prime, but Micronus Prime's pretty much like exoskeleton, exosuit, and that is really neat because it doesn't look like, you know, all that great of a robot just like this, but it is cool as is anyway. It kind of has these like rotor things back here, which is interesting. A whole little thing. It's kind of flat though. It's fine, you know, vehicle mode here, but it's got gun hands, which I like a lot. Super cool. Some silver up here. I love this piece in here, which does come out. You had to place it in. But it looks really good. The Micronus Prime symbol in the middle, maybe? I don't know. But, you know, it's cool. I like it. I like the sculpt work all here. I like the silver sculpt down there, paint. The bottom half is just black with some diecast content, and the back is a little hollow, but yeah, I still like it. I do, and you might be like, what the hell, ultrazillatoys, why do you like this one? And then the head sculpt here is very simply done, just a, you know, silver mask there, and not even a real mouth, but that's okay. And the articulation like this, the head moves, the shoulders move up and down and do that. You have a swivel at the bicep. You have a single jointed elbow. You have a wrist bend here, which is, you know, you would think not, you know, with these gun hands, but you do. Full split, and no waist, by the way. Kicks forward, goes back, swivel at the thigh. Knee bend, which I like because this whole part comes up with it. I think that's cool engineering. And then the whole foot does that, and you know, that's about it. You can move the little toes just a bit here, but all in all, I think this particular exosuit is actually not bad. He's small in this mode, and let's just keep it here, place him down, bring in a couple of guys here. We have Alpha Trion. Do go check out my Alpha Trion review. Feel like it needs a little bit more love. And we'll bring in this guy here. So, you know, the last two of the 13 that I reviewed. But wait, there's more because I have this guy here too. Megatronus is still here. And hey, some of the gang is here. Pretty much the gang that was here for Alpha Trions are still here. So we get to look at them again. However, the cool thing is, you open this up here, and you have this piece here, which is nice sculpt work. And you can see through, like, the windows and stuff. You see through them there, which is cool. Didn't really touch upon that. But you can see it. And then this whole piece comes out. It's kind of like this little cool circular piece. And this here is Micronus Prime. And you see metallic, kind of greenish, and translucent parts. And this one, you know, I'm not gonna do the whole transformation thing here because it's very simple. All you do is this, and you turn the head around, and there you have our little Micronus Prime. And that is really funny and really awesome. There's definitely like an animated vibe to his face, and I really, really like that. Looks super good. Silver face, but has some nice character. You can pick out his eyes and his mouth. The chest looks cool. Again, metallic and translucent parts are always nice. Some diecast content as well. His arms are beefy for a little guy. His legs, silver at the feet. And again, the translucent and metallics just look phenomenal. You're not getting much on the backside here, except a lot of diecast content. But I think this looks really cool like this. I mean, he is awesome. The head moves. The shoulders move. Lots of everything's on ball joints here. The wrists, the legs. Actually, this is not ball jointed. This is hinged. And then the knees move on those big ball joints. So yeah, he's got some articulation. This little guy. I love this little guy. And this, can he sit back inside him and just sit there? I don't know if he can, but let's try, because this part goes in here. But I don't know what the arm spread. If we could get him in. Not easy. I'm sure you could finagle it where he's just kind of sitting there like, hey, what's up? And I'll try to do something maybe for my my thumbnail, but I don't know. It doesn't really work out. You can stick him back here. Should you wish, hey! Which is kind of cool, sort of. Sit him down up here. On the back. Nah, you can't really move him. But anywho, Micronus Prime in this mode, he's really awesome. I do like it. He is very, 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 very tiny. And again, here he is with Alpha Trion. He's like the size of his book. So, yeah, that is a thing. This thing is kind of like an armorizer as well, and you can take off the parts, and you can use this, with other Transformers. Like, you could take off his guns and place it places, like, we could do something like this, and the other, sections you could use it too, should you wish. But this guy like completely comes apart, so we take that out, and then this is gonna totally close up, kind of like Micronus itself. Turns into a ball. You gotta open this part up. This could be used like some sort of like shield as well, but simply that turns into a ball. This should stay on the inside, really, but again, should you wish, you can use this part with others as a shield, or something that like launches off, or you would think, at least. I don't know. It doesn't go in good. I thought it was supposed to be 5mm, but I don't know. It doesn't go in good. I'm not gonna go crazy about that. But anywho, that should go in. This becomes a wheel, and then the rest of this thing, pretty much, this comes here. Wait, before we do that, these go down. These will come here, and then get the wheel. We're gonna put these here and there. Again, less of a transformation, more of like, I don't know, not really parts forming, but sort of just kind of putting it together. It's definitely, it doesn't feel like a actual Transformers transformation. It feels like some other robot line, in a weird way. Because that's really all you're doing here. And then you pretty much have the bike, and then these can go on here as like guns. Oh, actually no, they're not supposed to go there. They could go on there should you wish. but they're supposed to go back here as kind of like thruster thingies. And, you know, the other one is on PRIMES still. You get the picture. So those, you know, thrust. And then this little dude. You would think he would sit there, but again, you could use this as armor too. I'm not going to. It looks stupid. But you can use it, should you wish, as some sort of like jacket armor thing. These little notches go here on one side and on the other. Not the easiest thing to do on camera. But yeah, he could sit there and then he could, you know, hold the handlebars. Trying to get him in there. And that, my friends, is one of the greatest modes ever. It's so Tron. I love it. All the translucent parts on him, and just the colors, like the metallic greens and, you know, turquoises, whatever they are, and it just lends itself to, you know, here's that wheel thing on this side. I think maybe this thing we could put on his back. Is that a thing? Oh yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to go there. I can't remember the directions, but yeah, I mean, it looked a little odd there, to tell you the truth, because one side didn't have it. But anywho, you can put it on his back. Tron style, baby. Tron style. That's right, his memory disc. But it looks awesome on the bike. The bike looks really cool. I love the front part and the handlebars, and he's got a seat, and you know, the hands that turn into, like, you know, propulsion, and the giant wheel that turns nicely. Now, for standing, this could also go down. So, you know, like a kickstand, should you wish to just do that. And then we could bring in our trusty Optimus Prime. This is like a one-take review. Trusty Optimus Prime there, so you can see that. But also, you can actually stand it, but you just have to finagle it right. Like, he could lean forward and stand. I was able to do it. It's very slippery on this surface, but I was able to get this guy to totally like stand on this, which was, I thought, was awesome. Like, on my kitchen table, I was able to do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to, but on this surface, but oh, almost. But yeah, he can do it. Like, I've had him do it, which is really, really cool. So I would think maybe one of these little panels maybe comes up and you could use that, but I didn't see anything for that in the directions. But I don't know. Oh, anywho, look, I can put him up here. He's not even doing that. It's so slippery on the surface. But anywho, either way, it looks awesome. I don't know. I love it. I love this mode so much more than the other mode. It is cool. You know, I didn't expect to like this as much as I do. I wonder if I have to turn the head around. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I think I was supposed to put the head down. Oh, wait a second. Maybe that's what helps not make this as loose. Let me see if I can... Nah, it's still about the same. Oh, wait a second, guys. I might be onto something here. Use that as a stopper, at least. Because I would definitely was able to do... Wait. Oh, it definitely slowed down the wheel just a little bit. No, but... I mean, I feel like you can finagle the head to act as like a stopper. But now it's stuck. Anywho. Not a big deal. It's really cool. That's really the last word on this. It's really cool. Trust me, I like it a lot. And I think it is pretty fantastic. And my final thoughts, really, what more do I have to say? I think it's pretty fantastic. I really like this little guy. And I like his vehicle. Again, I couldn't really get it to stand the way I had it standing. But trust me, I mean, mine did it. Like, I was able to get him to stand like this. With his head up, it just looked really, really cool. And again, there's like a Tron vibe to it. But you know, you could just put down, even if you put down one of these for like picks, you can finagle something, you know, for display, for sure. But he's a really cool little guy. The vehicle is cool. The battle robot mode, it's alright. It's alright. Like, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but you know, this is really cool, and I feel like it's very, very unique for Transformers. There's something about it that I really, really like. You know, the little robot inside the, you know, the slightly bigger robot that changes into like a vehicle, and then you could use the parts, like I said, for other things. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm not going to, but you know, you can do that, you know, should you wish. I've never been the biggest like Armorizer fan with these guys. I don't think it looks that good, honestly. It just looks like arms and backs like dangling off your other robots, and it's just, it doesn't achieve the thing it's supposed to achieve, in my opinion. I do think the arms here, because they're gun arms, does look cool, kind of like a Megatron type arm thing. So if you want to use that, you can, but you know, kind of takes away from this being as cool as it is. Like, if you take these out, it still looks kind of cool though, actually. You know, it still does. Like, there's something cool about just this on its own that I like. So either way, I like Micronus Prime. It is very cool. There you go. I got mine on Amazon. You know, like, there might be a link down below to check it out if you want it. But this has been one of the more fun ones for sure. There you have it. If you're a fan of Tron, check it out too. I don't know. There's a Tron line coming from Hasbro, so yeah, this might be fun to play around with. Because why not? This guy's like a little cursor, you know. Anywho, again, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, what you going to sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.